Happy Monday, Team Our Victory. Brittany McMillan here, and
Frankie.
And we're here with your webinar for tonight, okay, which is all on motivation in your business. I am kind of just getting started right on the dot here at 6 o'clock, and I'm going to try to buzz through this because I actually have somewhere that I got to get to right after I end this webinar together. So I'm going to value and honor my time, and I'm going to value, respect, and honor your time as well. Okay, so we've got 10 ways today, guys. I get it. I get it in this business. It can feel difficult sometimes. It can feel challenging when you just wake up and you've got a million things to do and there's just tons of stuff on your plate and you don't know how to organize and balance and prioritize it all, and it just feels overwhelming. And a lot of times this is when we start to lose motivation, when we're not reaping any sort of benefits from maybe our businesses or our health and fitness journeys, and we don't feel like we're getting back what we're putting out. A lot of times our motivation just diminishes, it drains out. And so tonight I want to talk to that. I want to talk to that person. I want to talk to you out there who you are lacking some motivation right now because it's just not, you're pouring out more than you're getting back, and you're not seeing the results or you're not reaping the benefits. So tonight, 10 ways that you can kind of flip that mindset and get your motivation back. So the first one is shifting your focus. Shifting your focus. Here's the deal, guys. Whatever you focus on will become a reality. That is so true. If I am saying, don't walk into the wall, don't walk into the wall, don't walk on the wall, chances are I'm going to walk into the wall because I'm focusing so hard on the wall, not on the don't. Our brain doesn't process the don't, it processes the action. Okay, as a school teacher, this is a big thing that we learned, not to tell our students don't do this, but to tell them the action that you want, because we don't process the don't, we process the action. So rather than saying don't leave your chair like that, you say please push in your chair. That way we're giving them the action that we want them to do. Same thing is totally applicable in your mind and in your journey. Okay, whatever you're focusing on, you're going to achieve. So whether you're focusing on your success in your business or you're focusing on your failures, if you're focusing on what's not happening for you, more of that is just going to pile on and not happen, right? If you're focusing on what is happening for you in your business and the steps you're moving forward and the change that's happening, even if it's small along the way, when you focus on that, that's where you're going to gravitate, okay? So shifting your focus is the first one. Number 2, I encourage you to change it up. Okay, often we get stuck in a rut, we get stuck in, these slumps because we feel like we're a hamster on a wheel. We just get stuck going in the same cycle, the same circle over and over and over again. So here's the deal, guys. Change it up. Change up your routine. If you feel like you're losing motivation at all, okay, try a new shake flavor. Like maybe you've been on chocolate for a year now and you're like, I freaking hate my shakes. I don't want another shake. Like I don't want to look at shakes in the morning. Well, try another flavor, guys. Get your home directs shifted over and try something else, right? Change it up. Maybe it's a new workout program. Maybe you have been doing 21-day fix and you've been doing 21-day fix over and over and over. Well, that's the same 7 workouts. And I'm sure at this point you could probably recite Autumn's commentary throughout. So my advice is to change it up. Find a program that you've never done. Commit to doing that program. There's a lot of new programs that just came out and new ones coming out throughout the rest of 2016. Commit to doing those. Change up your routine, okay? Another thing you could change up is maybe running a different type of group. Maybe you've always run a challenge group, in this sort of manner. Change it up, maybe make a theme out of it, right? Or maybe run a free group with a theme right now. But change that up, make it new and exciting. Maybe if you haven't run a challenge group in a while, I encourage you to get out there and do that. That will change and shake up your routine. Okay, so number 2, change it up. Number 3, guys, let me ask you, what do you love about it? What do you love about this business? What do you love about health and fitness? Do that. Whatever you love. Life is too short not to enjoy what we're doing. So whatever you do love about this business, do that every single day, right? I love the challenge groups. Like that's my heart and my soul is in those challenge groups. So when I start to lose motivation, I got to start rewiring the way I'm running a challenge group. I got to start thinking, okay, I need to maybe make some new content up, shake things up with my meal planners. Maybe I want to create some new images or some new files for the team. Maybe in my challenge group, I want to, start running free groups and start looking and experimenting with that, and just doing what I love, right? I love challenge groups. That's where my heart is. That's what I focus most of my energy on. What do you love? Maybe you love your workouts every day. Do that. Post about it. Share it. Celebrate that. Keep a hold of what you love, because when we start to kind of get into the nitty-gritty of everything and it just becomes rote behavior sometimes, we forget why we're actually doing this. So make sure you're doing the stuff that you actually do enjoy doing. Number 4. Hold on. The dog is chewing on like electrical cords down here. Frankie, you're killing me. Come here. Okay, if we power out, we know who to blame. Okay, number 4, celebrate your victories, guys, daily, every single day. Celebrate something that you did well. I think far too often when we lose motivation, it's because we haven't gotten to our goal yet. Like, I haven't hit this yet. This is what I was trying to do, and I haven't gotten there, and I just feel like I keep working, and I'm working so hard, and I'm not hitting that goal. Maybe your goal in the long term is frustrating today because you're not there yet. But what did you do today that you can celebrate that is getting you to that goal, right? So maybe your goal is that, you want to have 5 people on your team, right? Okay, but you only have 3 people on your team. And so I'm still not there yet. This is so frustrating. And then I had 4 people, but then one person quit. So I'm back to 3. And you don't have 5 people on your team, and that's your big goal. Frankie, hold on. You got to get out of there. Come here. Out. 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 Oh, man. Sorry. Okay. So, if you aren't at that goal yet, right? Back to where I was talking. If you're not at that goal yet, right? You don't have those 5 coaches. Well, what did you do today? How can you celebrate today? Maybe you encouraged one of the coaches you do have, or maybe one of the coaches you have, you took through Coach Basics, or maybe you're talking to somebody today because you think they'd make a great coach, and you opened up that conversation and that dialogue, right? So celebrating those little victories every single day. I recommend, honestly, keeping a journal or just somewhere like in your calendar. Every day, jot down what was your success that day. Right? So if you have like a planner and you write your to-do list, and maybe at the very end, like you checked everything off or you got through most of your things, but at the end, celebrate what you did. Okay? That's that day. Maybe you got a new email. You got one person's email added to your list. Awesome. Maybe you posted 3 times today on social media, and you know what? You've been in a bad habit of not doing that. Excellent. Like, celebrate what you've done, not what you haven't done yet. Okay? Number 5. Setting goals, okay? You got to put pen to paper. We make our challengers do it in our groups, so why the heck do we not do it, right? We have to have goals in place. And so I encourage you, year goals, end of 2016 goals, month goals, weekly goals. Break it down, okay? I know Emily was just talking about it over on Team 180 in the Monday Night Call over there, and she was talking about how Chalene Johnson has the 30-day push, and it's a free resource that she has for goal setting for 30 days. And so maybe doing that and seeing what it feels like to put that pen to paper, to set goals and to work and actually kind of reverse engineer that and work towards those goals. But goals are so big, guys. Sometimes we lose our motivation because we don't actually know what we're working towards, right? Or when you set that year goal, like you set a big goal, like, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds. That's an awesome goal to have, but that sounds more like a year goal to me. So this week on Friday, when you get on the scale and you didn't lose 50 pounds, it's going to be upsetting because you're going to say, oh, my goal is to lose 50 pounds and I haven't done that yet, right? But if you break that down, well, there's 52 weeks in a year. You want to lose 50 pounds. It's about a pound a week, right? So every month you want to lose at least 4 or 5 pounds. Each week you want to lose at least 1 pound, right? You're going to get to your goal. So each week you could check in on that smaller goal and celebrate that along the way, rather than just looking at what you haven't hit yet. Okay? Number 6, accountability partner. It's so important, guys. I talk about this all the time, but it is what the challenge group is made of. It's what Beachbody stands on. fitness, nutrition, and support. You've got to have support. And I tend to see coaches shy away from this area of accountability because, and I'm like raising my hand, I'm a victim of it also, because a lot of times we feel like guilty or bad when we haven't done what we said we were going to do. But that's the point. You tell somebody you're going to do something so that you can get to work, and then when it doesn't work out, you then can bounce off with that person. You can bounce off ideas of where it went wrong and how you can do it better next time. You can strategize and have a plan. That accountability partner is not there to make you feel bad if you don't do what you said you were going to do. They're there to support you through it all. So if that means rewiring that plan, or setting a little different goal, or looking at your action steps to get there, that accountability partner is so crucial. Okay. It just allows you another person in your corner fighting for you. It's not a bad thing. A lot of times it's like, oh, I don't want another person holding me accountable. But we need that, guys. We need that because it's not a solo business. It's not a solo business. You need a healthy dose of like feeling bad and feeling guilty, because it's a team, right? It's a team. So, and I say a healthy dose because I don't think anybody should feel bad or feel guilty for what they have or have not accomplished. But what I'm saying is it's not a solo business. When we start to walk solo, we start to walk out of the business, because there's no way that you can build this business by yourself. There's no way that you can, you need a team of people who need to get healthy to follow you, right? You need your tribe of people that are your followers, that believe in what you do as a health and fitness coach. You need your tribe of people that are your coaches on your team that believe in the mission, because there's only so much one person can go do out in their network, but then imagine what we can all do. So it's not a solo business. The mission that we're trying to achieve, one person is not going to be able to do it all by themselves, okay? So it's really important that you keep that in mind, especially when you start to lose motivation. Double check with yourself. Have I been checking in with my accountability partner, or do I have an accountability partner? How can I obtain that? Number 7, give yourself a gut check, guys. Give yourself a gut check. Are you really doing the 4 vital behaviors every day consistently? Guys, I listen to the National Wake Up Call each week, and one of the things I love every week is these top coaches pour into us. They give us like gold nuggets of just wealth, like resources, and just a glimpse into their success. And it's awesome. Like, it's truly a gift every week. But one of the things that they say every week is that they're still doing the 4 vital behaviors every day. So it doesn't mean like, oh, I get to this level of success right here, and once I get here, I don't have to do that anymore. Nope. It doesn't work like that. They're still inviting. They're still being proof the product works. They're still reading that personal development, and they're still recognizing people and celebrating people and sharing testimonies and just shouting people out, making people feel good for the hard work that they're doing. So keep that in mind. Are you doing it every day consistently? Those 4 things. So on a sticky note, or on your, like, I don't know if like your computer is where you sit and you work, or if you're more on the go, like with your phone, or if it's more, like you need it on your bathroom mirror, but somewhere where you can see it every single day, you need to like put a sticky note up and those 4 vital behaviors, and every day cross out each behavior as you do it. Crumple up that sticky note, toss in the trash, put a new one up, rewrite the 4 vital behaviors, and cross them off every single day until it's habitual, until you don't have to even think about it anymore. For me, 3 years into the business, it's not difficult for me to do my posts about my workout. It's not difficult for me to press play. It's not difficult for me to pick up a book and read, or listen to a podcast and pour into my mind. It's not difficult because I've created habits. It's not difficult to get out and network on social media. It's not difficult for me to want to recognize people for their achievements. All of that is just like, it's part of my day. It's like brushing my teeth. But that's because I had to create a habit out of it. And there was a time when that was not habitual for me. So if it doesn't feel habitual for you, if it's not something that you just wake up and you do automatically because it's just what you do in your life, then I encourage you to find a system, whether it's that sticky note and just crossing it off every day, crumpling it up and throwing it out, or if it's more of a planner, or what you need to do. But guys, give yourself that gut check and realistically go with those 4 vitals, okay? They might not be your favorite thing to do every day, but that's what's going to grow your business. So if you're in this to grow a business, you must be doing those 4 vitals. Okay, number 8. Take the if if I stop quiz. The if I stop quiz kind of looks like this. Ask yourself these questions. If I stop, and if you stop working the business, if you stop working out and drinking your shakes, if you stop like these things, right? I'm categorizing it all kind of in one bubble, right? Because coaching doesn't just talk, it's not just about the business side of things and selling stuff. It's also about your own health and fitness journey too. So if I stop, how will I look in 6 months? I know images and everything, but as a woman, I want to look good because when I look good, I feel good in my skin, right? And that's just what it is for me. So how will you look in 6 months if you stop? If you just stop what you're doing, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to stop. I lost motivation. I'm done. How will you look? Another one, if I stop, how will I feel? So if you stop coaching, if you lose that motivation and you stop coaching or you stop working on your health and fitness or you stop reading your personal development, you stop encouraging people on social media, how are you going to end up feeling as a result of that? And if you stop, what will your own health look like? And one more, if I stop, how will my family, friends, and my team be affected? And I love the part about team being affected because it's one of the biggest reasons. And when I talk about team, I don't just mean Team Our Victory and Team 180 and Team Iron. I'm talking about even the tribe of people that are following you on social media, that team of people as well. And so I think to myself, on days when it's hard and days when I lack motivation and days when it's like, man, why am I doing this? Like, why am I just running this rat race on a hamster wheel? And man, I should just do something else. Like, I'm working too hard for what it's worth, right? And on days that I feel like that, I like to think about how it would affect the people who count on me. And that is reason enough right there for me not to stop what I'm doing, because I know that people count on me. And if you don't think people count on you, guess again. People are counting on you, even if it's just one person. I am counting on you. So if you're thinking to yourself, there's nobody counting on me, I'm counting on you. I'm absolutely counting on you to be a success in this business, because I want you to have such a fulfilling life of health and happiness and just feeling like you are unstoppable. I just want that for you so bad. And so if you stop, I would be affected. I am affected. Whenever a coach quits our team, or whenever, it's so silly, but when somebody unsubscribes to my newsletter, like I get an email notification, and or if somebody like stops following me on social media, I mean, yeah, like whatever. We always say like, bye, get out of the car. But there's a moment where I'm like, man, that sucks. That hurts. Like, I was really counting on them. Like, I'm affected by that. Right? And so don't discredit yourself. Don't discredit what you do on social media and what you're doing with this business, because there are people that are counting on you. Number 9, build a plan. So this goes along with the goal setting a little bit. Dreams don't work, guys, unless you're doing work. Unless you work, dreams won't. So we could put those goals down. We could say, this is what I want to do in a year. I want to lose 50 pounds in a year. And so that means I got to lose 4 pounds every month. And that means I got to lose 1 pound a week. And so every week I'm going to check in, but I'm not going to do anything all week. Well, we already know what's going to happen, right? And the same is, it's such a parallel with our business. The same is true. So if you say, I want to have 50 coaches at the end of this year, I want to add 50 new coaches in 2017. Well, that means you have to add 4 coaches a month. That means you have to have 1 coach added per week, which means if you're adding 1 coach a week, that means every single day you should probably be having conversations with people, right, about the coaching opportunity. So building that plan, right? What must you do? What are the actions that you have to do to get to your goals, to achieve those goals? So it's nice to say in a year I'm going to do this, and in a month I'm going to do this, and a week I'll do this, and have those benchmarks for your goals, and to break it down to make it a little bit more simplified so we don't lose our motivation. And I get that. But you have to also have actions. So like with the weight loss, what workouts are you doing each week? How are you eating each week to lose that 1 pound, right? What happens when you don't lose a pound because you gained muscle and things like this? So you just have to know, like, in terms of actions, we've got to have a plan. Do you have a business plan? Do you know where you want to go with the business? And I ask that in kind of an exciting way, because it's fun to dream. It's fun to say, wow, I want to, you know what, in this business 1 year from now, I want to be on the leadership ladder. I want to be a diamond coach, and I want to be up as a leader on that ladder. And I want a team leader, and I want to be holding webinars with my team, and I want to be running active challenge groups every single month where I have at least 5 people in each group, 5 new people. And I want to earn an income each week of at least X amount of dollars. Like, right? So those are dreams and goals, but build a plan to get to that, right? It's exciting. So if you haven't created or crafted like a vision board or anything like that, or actually like pathed out what it would take to get to that, I encourage you to spend some time doing that, okay? So that you can make it really clear for yourself where you want to go in this business and what actions you're going to take to get there. All right, and the last one for tonight, guys, number 10, confront your fears. When we lose motivation and we give up, really what's going on is we're afraid of something. We're just afraid of something. And most of the time, we're afraid of something that is unknown, right? We don't know what's happening. So we don't know if we're going to lose that weight. We don't know if we're going to make it on the leadership ladder where we want to be. We don't know if we're going to be able to sign that coach or get that person to buy a challenge pack. We don't know that. And so we're afraid. And so when it gets tough, we lose motivation because it takes endurance. It takes grit. It takes perseverance to get to your goals. It really does. And so when it comes down to it, when it boils down to it, what are you really afraid of? And if it's failure, you got to go right back to number 1 from tonight, which is what are you focusing on? Because if you're afraid of failure and you're focusing on all the failures that you've had to this point so far, and that's all you're focusing on, then my friend, that's all you're going to get is more of those, because that's where you're taking your mind, right? So what are you really afraid of? Dig in on that. Be honest with yourself. And whatever you are afraid of, guys, find books about it. Find books about it. Read about it. Read articles online about it. Go listen to podcasts about it. This dog is out of control right now. But learn, guys, because knowledge is one of the worst things for fear. Fear hates knowledge, because the second that we know about it, it's not so scary after all, right? Like, I'm afraid that if somebody asks me about Shakeology, I don't really know what to say. Go research it. I'm afraid that I don't know enough about fitness to go research it, right? Like, Google it. But confront those fears. Be honest with yourself. Another little gut check, different than the one in number 7, but in this one, you really have to look yourself in the mirror and say, what am I actually afraid of? And embrace that. Embrace that and move forward. All right, guys. So that's it for tonight. Don't forget, if you are a local coach, on Sunday at 8 a.m., we are going to be hiking together, our very first sweat date as a team. I'm super, super, super excited about that, and excited just for more of that to be unfolding in our team over the next couple of months. And if you have any ideas for other things that I could be doing that also could involve non-local people, just the sky is the limit. I'm just looking to kind of bring us closer and connect us more, because you guys are my heart. I love you so much. And you affect me. You affect me for the better, honestly. I'm a better person because of all of you on this team. I got to get going. Frankie is like, look at him. He's crazy. But I love him. I gotta get going. We've got a little pizza fundraiser that I gotta jet to. So thank you guys for letting me kind of cut it a little bit short tonight. And if you have any questions on any of this, if you've lost motivation, reach out to me. Like, give me a text, shoot me a message, let me know so that we can work through it, because the worst thing is to just go at it alone, right? That's what I said. This is not a business that we do solo. So that's it for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and we will chat soon. Have a good night.